Hello everybody, welcome back to Cannonball Cottage. Today we're going to be doing some crispy chicken, boneless crispy chicken, deep fried. We've got some chicken portions already in this dish here, and in the dish we have some buttermilk, 1 egg, some hot sauce, some Tabasco, and also some chili flakes. And that's been marinating for about 2 hours, and I just wanted to show you these little portions of chicken that I cut up earlier, but I thought I'd get them on the go into the buttermilk so that we can get a good result, hopefully. There you go, that's that. So I'll change this over now, the other way around. What we have here is some seasoned flour. We're going to double dip. We're actually going to take them out of the marinade or out of the buttermilk into the flour, and then out of the flour into the buttermilk, and then flour again, and just place them on here before we actually start frying them. In this dish here, we've got some sugar, a teaspoon of sugar, 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of paprika, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, and 2 teaspoons of cayenne pepper. In this little saucepan we have 50 grams or thereabouts of lard and 50 grams of butter, and we're going to melt that down and mix these herbs in with this to make a little sauce that will be basted onto the chicken once it's been fried to give it the spiciness. And I'm just going to have to slow this down slightly because it seems as if it's reached a little bit too high. On second thoughts, maybe it has. In fact, I might have to just turn that off while we're getting the chicken ready. So the process obviously is take the chicken portions out of the buttermilk. You can use any chicken you like, really. You could use chicken portions, you know, still with the skin on, but I've just used these portions. Well, they were breast portions, and I then just cut them up. So that's the first one that's had the double dip. Make sure you cover it in flour. Get that one back in, and make sure you keep it in order so that you know what you're doing, even if I don't know. Just keep on coating it with the second flour in. Coat both sides. Make sure you get it coated. Then place it back into the buttermilk and get it coated again. There you go. Look at that. Coated. And this one, what I should have done was use both hands, really. What you do is you use one hand for the dry side and one hand for the wet side, so that you don't end up with fingers like this. But hey ho, whatever, as they say. As long as you get it done, that's all that matters, really. You can wash your hands off, which is what I'm about to do, and make sure. I'm just going to swill my hands anyway, or one hand, I should say. There you go, that's that sorted. Get some more flour on this one piece. There you go. And what we'll do now is start placing them on here before they're fried. That one isn't covered. Once it's covered. This one hasn't had its double dip, and it goes. Put it over there, throw the flour over it. This one's had a double dip, and this one's had a double dip, like so. There you go. Good. Spread the flour out again. Off we go again with these others. The double dip just gives it a little bit more of a crunchy finish, and again, all that this is done, this marinade, if you want to call it that, this, you know, the buttermilk gets into the chicken to help it, tenderizes it. You can use ordinary milk. I've chosen to use buttermilk because I used some buttermilk for the other day, I think it was, and so it needs to be used up. Hence why I'm doing this recipe. We'll give them a little bit more. Get some more flour on them. I think this is the last one. Get the flour. You get to the place where the flour is. There you go. And I think we're ready to start frying. Once I've washed my hands again. Let's take this out of the way. Just get all that off, and no doubt I shall get covered again when I'm picking it up, or whether I choose to use the tongs. Right, we'll start now by checking the temperature of the oil. Where are we? That's more like it. 175 or 180 degrees. Let's see how we go. There you go, look at that. Beautiful. And what I shall do now, I shall actually increase the temperature again, because this is really going to reduce the temperature of the oil. And what you try to do, if at all possible, you try to keep the temperature at 170. So you see that it's taken that down to 145. And what we need to do, it's even less than that actually. No, about 140, 145. But what you need to do is to try, if possible, to keep it at 170 so that you get the crispiness. If you were to be using a deep fat fryer that we used to use in the restaurant, it was automatically controlled. It had a control on it that always maintained the temperature. Whereas of course when you're using a pan of this nature, it doesn't work. You have to control it manually. Yeah, it had a thermostat. That was the term for it. I'll just put a bit more flour on that one. There you go. I'll just move all this out of the way. Give the tongs a little bit of a clean. There you go. Just wash this, what's it called, the flour off it. dry these tongs. Otherwise, if you don't dry the tongs, you end up with splattering of oil because the oil and water don't mix. So there's the seasonings ready to start making this little, where are we? We're still not really browning it up yet as such, beginning to, but it's going to take a little bit of time. In the meantime, what we'll do is I shall warm up this little pan just here and get that this butter and this lard to melt down together. There you go, you see, doesn't take long. And when you do make this little sauce to baste over the top of this fried chicken, make sure as you don't burn these spices. So once we've melted the butter, you just put it on a medium heat, just so that it all blends together. No, it's still taking a bit of time. There you go. It's looking good. I don't think this hob is sufficiently hot enough to keep this. I said this the other day when I did some fried pork steaks, some chops. I should have done it on the back, on the stove top, which is just behind me. I think it's a bit more powerful than this this little hob. So I didn't learn my lesson. I'm going to have to listen to my own advice in future. But we'll just give it a little bit of time there. Now here we go, this is all melted nicely. In go the ingredients for this little sauce. And as I said, we had 2 teaspoons of cayenne pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of paprika, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, and the 2 teaspoons of cayenne pepper, which and probably you're thinking, oh my god, that's really hot, and hopefully it is, so that it spices up the I'm just turning the temperature down now on this little sauce so that it just cooks away nicely. I'll move that out of the way. The chicken's beginning to brown up nicely. That one in particular. That one doesn't want turning because it's only a small piece. But look at that, what a lovely colour, golden, golden, golden brown. And then of course, well, the chicken's cooked through already. If you check the thicker ones, you'll know that the smaller portions are definitely cooked. That one there's not quite as off as the others, but we're getting there. So what I'm going to do is get a plate with some kitchen towel so that when we take these out, we'll get them to drain. Oh, I've just taken some of the batter off that then. The tongs actually Yeah, well, they're all cooked. They're not quite as brown as I anticipated, but I see a little bit of that batter just falling off there. That's going to go with that one, just like so. They look absolutely wonderful. Look how beautiful and golden brown they are. Wonderful, wonderful. Let's just check what the temperature is of this oil. See if we can get it back to... Yeah, it's rising. Just put those there. Right, off we go again. Bubbling away nicely. There we have. That's all of it. Now we need to leave it to fry away. But yes, you can hear the crispy. Lovely. And of course, in here we've just got this sauce that will actually just baste over the top of the cooked chicken. So while we're waiting for that to cook, we've got a towel to put on there. I'll just get one out of the drawer. I'm going to move this off the heat now. I think that's cooked through enough. What we'll do is turn that one off, and I'll show you, while these are still frying, what the chicken will look like on a plate. Serve it with rice, serve it with fries. Choice is yours. And basically, I'll just put a little bit of, don't forget the crusty parts to it there, look at that. Place it all so that you get that crispiness. And I'm going to steal that little bit. A little bit more. There. And this one, just there. And I'm actually going to throw the little crispy bits on top. So these are the favourite bits. And then what we're going to do is baste over the top with this red hot sauce, like so, to give it the finish, and spicy finish. Sounds a bit odd, but that you'd do this, but look at that, beautiful. I'll just wipe the plate, and then I'm going to give it a taste. Just take all these there. I'm just going to give it a little taste. see what it comes out like with that spicy sauce on. With this crispy batter. Yum. Wow. The spiciness is now just on its way through. And wow, that really is a tremendous steak. Just slice that on there, cover it over with this spicy sauce, and you will not be disappointed. It's absolutely spicy. Beautiful chicken, tender chicken. There you go. This is just finishing off now. On the other side there. And so everyone, hot and spicy, deep fried chicken here in Cannonball Cottage in the afternoon. Hope you like what you've seen. As I said, you could put some rice with this or some fries. But I hope you like what you've seen. I hope you give it a try. Subscribe to our channel. Give us a thumbs up. And share. And of course, above all, make a comment and I'll get back to you with any queries that you might have. So, thanks for watching. Cheers everybody. Bye.